guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review of On the Other Side by Carrie Fletcher, and I was sent this book in exchange for a honest review from Hatchet Australia, so thank you very much Hatchet Australia for sending me this. Now Carrie is a YouTuber here on YouTube. She goes under the username It's Way Past My Bedtime, and I watch her videos and I really enjoy her content. But she's also a big reader herself, and so she wrote a book. Now this isn't your typical YouTube book. Carrie did actually write this. So without further ado, let's get into what On the Other Side is about. On the Other Side follows a woman named Evie. Evie Snow is 82 years old, and the book starts off when she passes away. She passes away in her sleep, surrounded by her children and her grandchildren. It seems like the perfect way to go. But when Evie reaches the door to her own private heaven, she finds out that the door won't open for her. And to pass through this door, Evie's soul must be light. So she must get rid of whatever is making her soul heavy. For Evie, this means unburdening herself of 3 secrets that she has kept over 50 years. Evie must go on this journey to unburden herself of these secrets, and along the way she'll learn more about life and love, and maybe even come back to the man that she only ever truly loved. That's all I'm going to tell you about this book, because I really don't want to spoil anything else for you, but basically I really enjoyed this book. This book surprised me of how much I enjoyed it. This is Carrie's first fiction novel, and oh my gosh, Carrie, you did such a wonderful job with this. This book was sad and funny and heartwarming, and it really made you think about what's important in life. Scattered throughout this book is also some Disney references, I'm assuming because Carrie herself is a big Disney fan, and I really appreciated those Disney references. They really made me smile. Evie herself as a character was a very interesting one. She was at times really strong and stood up for what she wanted, but at other times she didn't. And for me, at the point where I really wanted her to stand up to someone, she didn't. That's the one thing that really bugged me about this book. I felt like the major conflict in this book could have been resolved. I understand why it wasn't, and I understand why things turned out the way they did, and I'm not complaining because I did like where the story went, but still I really wanted Evie to stand up for herself in this time like she had all the other times. But I understand why things happened the way they did, and overall I'm not complaining because I did like where the story ended up anyway. And that's really my only fault with this book. All the characters in here for the most part I really enjoyed, except for a couple of obvious ones which I don't think you could really enjoy at all. And I also found all the characters to each be really thoughtful and different in their own ways. This book made me appreciate birds and violin playing and little hard-boiled lollies, which you'll all understand when you read this book. But I just really want some orange hard-boiled lollies while reading this book. Like, if you have hard-boiled lollies, read this book and eat them at the same time. I really think it would be the perfect match, and you'll understand why while you read this book. But yeah. Carrie also includes a diverse set of characters in this book, and I really enjoyed that. There's a gay character in here, but there's also a bisexual character and even a pansexual character as well, which I found really surprising in a really good way, because a lot of fiction that I read maybe might have a gay character but never a bisexual or pansexual character, but she didn't really include them. They were just there, and that's who they were. They weren't the token LGBTQ characters. They were there because that's who they were, and thank you, Carrie, for creating these characters like that. You don't often see these characters represented, and the way you represented them I really enjoyed. This book also has a hint of supernatural and magical realism to it, and I really enjoyed that. The magical realism at times could be a little bit wacky and interesting, but that's totally what magical realism is for me, and I really enjoyed the way it played out and was intertwined within this story. I definitely thought I would enjoy this book because I know Carrie is a reader herself and I trusted her, but what I did not know is that I would absolutely fall in love with this book, and Carrie is now up there with my top favourite authors like Cecilia Ahern and other authors like that. If this book sounds at all interesting to you, I highly recommend picking it up. I really enjoyed this one, and I rated it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comments below if you have read On the Other Side and what you thought of it, and like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more book related videos from me, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye!